Welcome back to Uncle Bob Crypto, and I'm back, and I've got a really interesting story. I'm back with some news, and back onto my website, the Blockchain Cafe. The latest article is Bitcoin demand skyrockets as hyperinflation cripples Iranian economy. It's really interesting because basically Iran is planning to replace, they're set to replace their fiat currency, which is the rial. And the new currency is going to be called the toman, and they're going to knock 4 zeros off of it. So before you would have had 10,000 rial, well, the same value now will be 1 toman. And this has been a response to excessive hyperinflation, and it's, Iran's struggling. They're really struggling because, I mean, if you didn't know already, that they've had some pretty much crippling sanctions imposed by the West, which has affected their economy. And now, because of COVID-19, and obviously you've got the world suffering and having, the inflation happening, and central banks trying to combat that. But definitely in the economies that are struggling, you're going to have a hyperinflation. And this has led the government to take immediate action because it needs to happen now. But what's happened is it's led to Bitcoin demand skyrocketing because investors and savers are seeking alternative stores of value. They don't trust the banks, they don't trust other means or methods of storing value, property, and so forth. And this isn't just happening in Iran. I reported on May the 8th that crypto is or could be adopted in Venezuela by the beginning of June. So I reported here, cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash and Litecoin could be accepted in Venezuela as legal tender, perhaps as soon as June the 1st. And according to the report, Venezuelan company Megasoft are teaming up with a Panamanian cryptocurrency merchant gateway startup called Megasoft. And they aim to process payments for thousands of local businesses through a platform called Merchant Server. Amazingly, and I put here astonishingly, hyperinflation hit 10 million % last year in Venezuela. It's eye-watering. It's unfathomable. I don't even know what that means. So even though the rate has slowed of hyperinflation in recent months, or inflation, crypto is now being viewed as more stable in value and easier to use. So the same, you can say the same for Iran. And in Iran, cryptocurrency transactions are already popular with the public, according to some reports. And Bitcoin is pretty much the only way to get money out of Iran without the government knowing about it, or cryptos in general. So they know about it, the people know about it. Steps are being taken by the government to combat hyperinflation, but right across the board, demand for Bitcoin is going up. Now, don't just ignore the price for the moment. On the macro perspective, demand is going up. And that's being reflected, as I reported the other day, that big investment funds like Andreessen Horowitz, who have put 515 million into crypto. In fact, I've got I do have the report here somewhere. Let me have a look. Horowitz. There we go. Andreessen Horowitz are backing blockchain to the tune of 500. Well, it's actually 515 million. They have a venture capital firm that's focusing on blockchain technology. And yeah, they want to be part of this technological paradigm shift. So the demand is there in a different way from big money. And so you've also got Paul Tudor Jones betting big on Bitcoin, part of the Tudor Investment Corporation, probably one of the most highly regarded big name investors in the world. And he published a paper called The Great Monetary Inflation, where he explained that he sees Bitcoin as one of the best bets going forward, and it reminds him of how gold played a similar role in the recession of the 1970s. Can you not see, people? The demand for Bitcoin is going up. The demand for cryptocurrency is going up. We're looking at the macro perspective, guys. Hyperinflation, economies struggling, suffering. You've also got smart money investing in the future, and the future is crypto. Another story, I try and do like one story a day. You've got a Hong Kong firm that have just been financed to the tune of $66 million, like 6,600 Bitcoin at the time. I mean, it's amazing. So, and then on the political side, you've got, as we look today, Iran, Venezuela. To be honest with this COVID-19, it could be a domino effect. I've had friends ask me about Bitcoin in the last few weeks. People are searching for other stores of value. Many economies are on the precipice. So I know it's, as the Chinese word the Chinese word for crisis also means opportunity. So see this as an opportunity, guys. Keep your eye on politics, global events, and where smart money is going, and you'll get a clue to where the money of tomorrow is coming from, and where the store of value will be. Anyway, guys, that's just my 10 cents worth. I'm tired. I'm gonna head off to bed now. Love you loads, and speak soon.